it is 3 days after Valentine's Day, but love is still in the air. And congratulations are actually in order for Paris Hilton. The heiress announced her engagement to Carter Reum on her 40th birthday. Lucky for fans, we got a video of the engagement that she posted to her Instagram page, along with these amazing photos of both of them in full white. But Paris says in the caption, when you find your soulmate, you don't just know it, you feel it. My love and I have been together since our first date. And she goes on to say, I said yes, yes to forever. And there's no one I'd rather spend forever with. Now, if you're wondering how and when this engagement happened, Carter actually popped the question on a tropical getaway after a walk along the beach that led to, of course, a cabana filled with flowers, like you do when you're about to propose.
100%. So romantic. I will say February seems to be an amazing month for Paris between her birthday, Valentine's Day, and a
Right.
proposal. I mean, she deserves it though. It's been a long journey to get to where she's at now, happily engaged. And Denny, did you see the rock that is on her finger? We've got to
I'm
talk about
blind.
this stunning emerald. Ironic because that's the same kind of ring that I want. So I immediately was like glued to this video that she posted on her YouTube channel with details about how that very fancy French design ring came to be. It's called the Paris, which of course obviously is her name, but the kind of inspiration behind it really dwells from the actual city in France. So it was hand painted, get this, by the great grandson of Louis Cartier. Yes, like the Cartier. And Paris explains some of the architecture of the ring that you see there was inspired by Parisian landmarks like the Eiffel Tower and it's honestly it's such a breathtaking beautiful ring, but with a ring like that comes a huge price tag, and the
Yeah.
price point is reportedly to be well over $1 million.
Pocket change. Can we talk about how when an engagement ring is described to have architecture, you know that is a giant rock. Like there's
Right?
architecture on this ring. So she did well, and of course the couple. They're so happy, and they recently celebrated their 1 year anniversary as a couple in December. And Paris paid tribute to Carter on that special day on Instagram with part of the caption saying, "I have never felt so close to anyone, to another person in my life." Now, it has been a long journey to the one for Paris because she was previously engaged to model Jason Shaw, heir Paris Latsis, and most recently in 2018, she was also engaged to actor Chris Zilka, which she called off later that year. But in September 2020, Paris talked to ET about how she knows that Carter is the one. Take a look.
I was never really open to a relationship because I wasn't ready to open my heart, just because of what I had been through. So I never have let anyone fully in until now. And now I am just so excited for that next step and to get married and have babies and just finally be as happy as I always wished.
This is 40 Cass. What do you think
I
this
know.
next chap? What do you think this next chapter for Paris will look like?
Well, like she said, babies and finally that happiness. But we mentioned it's been such a long road for her. And I just want to say, because I know a lot of people took the news of the engagement like, well, hasn't she been engaged before? But yes, she has, to state the obvious. But you know what? Sometimes it takes a few frogs to find your prince. And so it's great to see her happy. And sometimes it does come later in life. People
Right.
find their happily ever after when they're in their 20s, in their 30s, 40s, and so forth. And at the end of the day, love is love, and we're so happy for her.